Hello there. Hi, my name's Chris Pratt. I'm the head of consultancy at Foundations. And Foundations are the national body for home improvement agencies and disabled facilities grant in England. We're contracted by the Ministry of Housing, Communities and Local Government to carry out that service. But on top of that, we also offer a consultancy service as well. And one of the things that we've been involved with a lot over recent years, really, has been local government reorganisation. And particularly in areas that have been through previous rounds, we've worked with a lot of local authorities there, and we've picked up a lot of knowledge and experience by doing that. We focus particularly in the area of housing. We work with housing teams, we work with social care teams, and primarily to help older and disabled people to stay in their own homes. So support with kind of adaptations to houses, but a few more things aside of that as well. And I think what I wanted to just say today is I just wanted to talk to you about some of the things that we've picked up along the way and some of the tips that we've received. So with no further ado, I think the first one I'd just like to say to any local authorities going through this is not to defer improvements. Keep improving now. You've got, at the time of recording this video, there's just under a couple of years until vesting day for most authorities, and just don't defer those improvements. Where this has worked well previously has been where local authorities and organisations have been continuing to improve in that what can be quite a difficult interim period. So do that. Collaborate across districts, co-design standard practice and policies, and don't just copy the exemplar. There's a temptation to say if there's three local authorities coming together to just replicate what the best one does. Well, what the best one does might not be better for the new authority with its bigger geographical footprint and perhaps different demographics. Practical preparation, early data mapping. Look at it, where you're providing service to people. Look at caseloads. Look at full-time equivalents to deliver those services, because I can guarantee they're probably different in different areas, and the people will be on different salary bands. So recognise those service variations as soon as you can, and manage expectation of an instant transition. There's very few places that we've worked with in previous rounds of LGR that have just been ready to go right from day one. But it's important on day one to be safe and legal first. You need to be providing a safe service, you need to be providing a legal service, and prioritise that harmonisation across the staff teams. Look at smart sequencing. There's very quick wins that you can get in customer facing information. Things like your website, things like forms that residents would need to fill in, and defer that real complex policy until you're absolutely ready. That's one of the insights we got from a local authority that's already been through this process. It's interesting because residents will just see maybe a change of logo on a van or a change of header on the headed paper, but they may also see differences like, well, they can't go and visit their local council building anymore because things might change. But do a root and branch review. Really have a look at that and look at your policies. Structure your timing. What tends to happen is that senior tiers are appointed early and build up different work streams. Operational restructures will happen much later. So I guess this is a message to any sort of staff teams going through this, is don't burn energy worrying about that, because there's a long time to go till vesting day, and it's likely that changes won't happen for a long time in that sort of an area. I think one of the things that I've heard a lot from local authorities who've been through local government reorganisation and ones that are about to, is you expect that there'll be a handbook that's delivered that you can just read through and you can check off the different points, but there isn't one. And so you have to learn and use the experience of other authorities, learn from the experience of sort of consultancies like ourselves and like RedQuadrant, but also utilize other resources. The LGO got a really good, LGA have got a really good resource as well on their website. So why are we working with Red Quadrant? Well, I first reached out to Red Quadrant after doing a lot of research about other organisations that were working in this space, and I think that the thing that instantly jumped out at me was the four pillars on the LGR hub, and it just made complete sense to me because it was very similar to the sort of things that we're talking about: transition, transformation, sustainability and improvement. And we look forward to working with an organisation where I think all our values align, and we look forward to working with local authorities as they go through this difficult but hopefully worthwhile and fruitful process in the end.